Have you ever met someone who just disappeared when you thought you knew who they were? A very rare and unique group of guys called Sigma males often act this way. Sigma males are mysterious and interesting, unlike the more well-known alpha and beta males. People often think of them as cold, cunning, and dangerous when angered, since they like to work from the shadows. Sigma men are experts at staying out of the spotlight and keeping a low profile. They like to stay out of sight, which can make them seem mysterious and hard to find. They often disappear from social situations or interactions, leaving others confused or interested in their actions and goals. So why is it that Sigma guys always seem to become nothing? So I'm going to talk about 7 reasons why Sigma males disappear in this movie. Number 1. They don't waste their time on useless relationships. Do you know anyone who just seems to disappear when you need them? Some people may notice that a Sigma man seems very involved and interested in hanging out one day, but then all of a sudden, there's no sign of them anywhere. This can be strange, but there is a very simple reason why it happens. Sigmas are known for being very picky about who and where they spend their time. They don't think twice about moving on when they understand that a relationship or social circle isn't adding value to their life or isn't in line with their goals and values. Sigmas aren't being mean or rude. They just know what they want out of life and who they want to spend time with. They very much value their time and would rather spend it on things and people that are important to them and help them. So if they think a link isn't going to help, they'll quietly back off, disappear, and turn their attention to something more satisfying. Number 2. They need to focus on themselves. Sigma males often choose to shut out the world for a while when they need to care for themselves and make big changes or improvements in their lives. In other words, they may suddenly become less noticeable or active in the social circles they usually hang out with. The reason for this is very simple but very important. When it comes to becoming the best version of themselves, Sigmas are very dedicated. They know that sometimes, in order to make big changes in their lives or grow as people, they need to block out all other thoughts and focus only on their goals. They might be quiet during these times, not because they want to ignore their family or friends, but because they need time to think about their lives, make plans, and carry out those plans. They might learn new skills, work on personal projects, or even rethink their life plans as part of this. They believe that these times of being alone are necessary for their growth and progress. They do it as a form of self-discipline to make sure they give their journey to self-improvement their full attention. When they feel like they've reached their goals or made the necessary progress, they often come back to the world ready to do what it takes, often with new ideas or better skills to show for their time away. Number 3. The Sigma male black hole method. Like black holes are thought to erase information from the universe, Sigma males can totally erase someone from their lives. This is called the Sigma male black hole method. When a Sigma male thinks that someone is no longer important in their life, they don't just let go or ghost them. Instead, they do something more. It's a stronger and more permanent kind of disconnecting. Sigmas will act like they have never seen or heard of the person. They might walk right by them, as if they were strangers, not noticing or remembering how they came to be that way. Their strong desire to protect their mental space and peace led them to this extreme way of getting rid of people from their lives. Sigmas won't keep in touch with someone if they think it's harmful, toxic, or just not adding anything good to their life. They will use the black hole way instead. Number 4. They have intense focus on their goals. When a Sigma man is focused on a project or goal, his drive and ambition become so strong that he seems to enter a different world where he is only concerned with completing his task. It's so strong that everything else in his life takes a back seat to the people around him. It might look like he's gone because he's not as visible or active in daily life and social interactions. We are very focused on getting the job done right now, no matter what it takes. During this time, Sigmas are so focused on their work that they may not answer calls, skip social events, and generally be less sensitive to life's demands. A lot of people who know them may start to wonder where they've gone or what they do. This behavior can be strange, and for some it may even seem robotic, like the Sigma is designed to do its job without getting distracted. Once they reach their goal, though, they come back, often with big things to show for their time away. Number 5. They need alone time to process their thoughts and plan. Sigma men are very smart and wise. A big part of their knowledge comes from the fact that they spend a lot of time alone, thinking and observing the world. Many people find that being around other people all the time gives them energy, but Sigmas find that being alone gives them energy and clear thinking. They have time to think, process, and analyze everything around them when they're by themselves, which makes them very philosophical. People who don't understand this need for solitude might think that Sigma males just leave every once in a while. They are really just taking a break to spend time with themselves, which is very important for their mental and emotional health. Sigmas aren't just sitting around doing nothing when they're alone. They are constantly planning, thinking about themselves, and solving problems. During this time, they learn more about themselves and the world around them, which makes them smarter. So, if it seems like a Sigma man has disappeared, it's probably because they are deep in thought and looking for clarity and a new way of looking at things. Number 6. They don't like announcing their departure. When people leave quickly and without saying goodbye, it's usually a Sigma man. This action shows what kind of person they are and what they believe in. Sigmas don't really feel the need to tell everyone that they are leaving. They think it's not important and can even get in the way of their freedom and independence. They put their own comfort and freedom ahead of the social norm that says they have to say goodbye to everyone. Some people might be afraid of appearing rude if they leave without saying goodbye, but Sigmas don't care about this. They're happy with their choice to leave quietly whenever they feel like it, without having to go through a long goodbye process. This isn't meant to be rude or mean-spirited. It's just how they show their freedom. Sigmas like being able to move around and make choices without having to worry about what other people think. Number 7. They've been wronged and need distance. People who are Sigma males often take a step back and stop being in the life of the person who hurt them for a while. This isn't about being angry or not accepting. It's more about giving themselves the time they need. During this time, they think about what happened in a deep way. They need this time to themselves to think about how they feel, fully evaluate the situation, and choose whether the relationship can be fixed or if it's better to move on. Sigmas use this time to judge how sincere the other person is when they say sorry or try to make things right. They think it's important to think carefully about whether faith can be restored or whether the betrayal was too big to ignore. Because they are independent and able to rely on themselves, they deal with loss and betrayal in this way. They'd rather deal with things on their own before deciding whether to get back in touch with the person who hurt them. For them to get clear and make choices that are in line with their values and beliefs, this time of disappearance is very important. Do you agree with the points I made in this video? Let me know in the comments. For more videos on Sigma males, check out some other videos on this channel. Thank you for watching. For those looking to unlock the masculine code, like the video and subscribe for more.